It's kind of like taking the narcissist back every time they pull a Hoover, and then they break your soul worse than the first time. Well, it's because you didn't learn your lesson. So God or the universe is like, okay, let's see if you figure it out this time. They're going to come right back. They're going to tell you the same BS. They're going to get you into bed, and you're going to forgive them. And then they're going to screw you. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Psychopath Exposure. My name is Kita. I wanted to read an email that one of the ladies I work with on my coaching program sent me that had me dying last night when I read it. So I figured I'd share with you because it gave me quite a chuckle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. Hey, how are you? I was just thinking about what you said about the new supply, that it doesn't matter who it is or how great, beautiful, smart they are, as long as they are new and ooh, a nickel. As long as they are new and shiny. And that made me think how Apple is pushing on our narcissistic traits. I mean, isn't it crazy how people queue up in front of the store or pre-order the new iPhone without ever having touched it before, without even testing its quality, just wanting it, craving it for the sake of it, because it is the new one, and because the old one is 1 or 2 years old. Do we really need to replace them after such a short period of time? Accepting all new marketing facts about it and acknowledging them as better than the old one. But is it really better? The size, the heaviness, the more complicated functions? Well, it must be, right? Because it's the new one. It's the iPhone 15 or 20 or 100. It's kind of sad to be treated like an iPhone. Have a beautiful weekend. That that had me dying when I read it. It's sad to be treated like an iPhone, but yeah, those are iPhone sheep, but that's for another video or another channel. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's like if we're just assets, we're just expendable assets to the narcissist. We're just a shiny new object that they get excited for when they first meet us because of all the possibilities that we can offer them, all the supply that we can offer them. This is why narcissists usually target high-quality individuals. High-quality individuals that have great position and status and money, good house, maybe it's just the nurturing characteristics that you have. Maybe they have mommy issues, daddy issues, and you tend to nurture them. There's always something that they need. And when they find you and they learn about you and they discover how great and valuable you are, how resourceful you are, it seems like they fall in love, but they don't fall in love because psychopaths and narcissists are incapable of feeling the same way, the same love that we feel. But they get very, very excited, and that's when the idealization phase begins and the so-called love bombing phase, another name for it. So it's kind of like we're a new shiny object. Remember that these narcissists, these toxic individuals are coming from another situation, another toxic nightmare of a horror story that you don't know yet, but you'll soon discover, because they always tend to talk about their exes. They always tend to bring up hints and stories and traumatic experiences and this or the other, just to make you care for them or feel sorry for them even more. It's usually a trap. It's usually a trap. The old supply is not done with them. They're trauma bonded. They're being lied to. Remember, the narcissist lies. So the old supply is being lied to about what's going on while they're already dating the new supply, the new shiny object. So understand that they're always coming from something horrific, and soon they're going to create another horror story with you, and then they're going to drop you, go to the next shiny object, and eventually destroy that one. So I love the analogy with the iPhone and how people just line up without even testing it. They just buy into the marketing buy into the media and to the hype, and you haven't even tested it. Right now, I mean, I hate to say it, but iPhone just, I mean, they've removed the 3.5 millimeter jack, so you can't even use a wired earbuds anymore, which forces you to get their proprietary AirPods. So you got to wear those things in your ears, and the minute you lose one, that's it, they're useless, and they're pretty expensive. They also removed the SD card slot, so now you don't have an SD card where you can buy a cheap SD card and have all this storage. No, now you got to get the more expensive iPhone. If you have a lot of pictures and videos, you need to buy the more expensive iPhone that has a bigger storage or a bigger cloud space and all that. It's all marketing. It's just to get you to spend more money. Yeah, and Samsung's kind of doing the same thing because Samsung's copying Apple now. It's kind of shitty of Samsung to do that because their old phones had a jack and they had the SD slot. That's why I still have my Android in great condition too, my Samsung. So anyway, I just turned this video into an iPhone Android war. How interesting how that just went left right away. So back on topic. These narcissists, they treat us like a shiny new object. It's as simple as that. And that's why it's so frustrating. So frustrating when we see that they've discarded us. And then just a couple of months later, they're engaged. They're engaged and they're on their way to being married, to having kids with someone that they just met. Right? Well, usually this new person has a big house, they have a stellar career, they got all this money, they fly them around, right? They take care of them. They're just walking into a gold mine. They're just walking into that because they're so entitled. They feel that they deserve all that. I feel bad for the new supply that feels like, oh wow, I finally met my soulmate. I finally met the one. It's meant to be because it's love at first sight. This person is so perfect. We click on everything. We're the same on everything. We're the same person. Oh my God, it's just great. And those are just chemicals in your brain. The selective focus is just seeing all the things you have in common. Trust me, in 90 days, you're going to start seeing things that you don't have in common. You're going to start seeing things that you don't like. You're going to start seeing red flags. You're going to start seeing things that are unacceptable, things that just totally do not match your lifestyle, do not match your beliefs. And you're going to be like, whoa, how did I get so excited? I almost married this person, right? But by that time, it's too late because you've already tasted the Kool-Aid, you've already been bitten by the vampire, you've already been infected with the virus, and now no matter what they do, actually no matter what you do, it's not good enough to keep them because by this time, now the narcissist is grooming a new shiny object. They're after the latest and greatest, right? And something else that I got from this email that I would like to point out is kind of like in the flip side. And it's more about us. When we just jump into a relationship right away without testing the waters first. You've met someone online, you're DMing all the time, everything's great, because obviously people always show their best light at the beginning, all of us. No one's exempt from that. Why would you meet someone and tell them nothing but horror stories about yourself? If you do that, then you got to ask yourself why you can't get laid. So you always want to come with your best foot forward, right? But then jumping into a relationship just a few weeks later, and believe me, I made that dumbass mistake with a psychopath in my life. Within 3 or 4 weeks, I remember telling her, I was like, I feel like I've known you all my life, and I want to go steady with you. I don't want to date anybody else. What the hell was I thinking? I had a good thing going on, and I just screwed myself. All right, I made that dumbass mistake because she came on strong. She came on really strong, and it was just intense emotions. And coming out of the last person that I was dating, which was a great girl, right? But there was a little disconnect. I felt a disconnect, right? But with the psychopath, it was like we were just connecting on all fronts. So I made the dumbass mistake of making her my exclusive girlfriend within 3 or 4 weeks. That's not enough time to test drive the car. All right? Remember the 90-day rule. I failed the 90-day rule. All right? And I paid the price. Because, yeah, it was around the 90 days that she threw her first tantrum. A tantrum that only a spoiled, rotten child would throw in front of my parents. And then another one in front of her parents. And then another one in public. And then it just kept on and kept on. And all the things that I can remember now. And it's like, wow. Right? All because it was the new, perfect, I'm lost for words here, but it was just something that just connected with me. We had so much in common. She did that love bombing really, really strong, really got in my head, mirrored me, okay? Mirrored me. She became exactly what I was. That's not the way she was when I met her, because I do remember the first time I met up with her and her friend, she was acting the way she acted at the end, at the tail end of the relationship. Okay, so I saw horrors. I guess the secret word of the day is horror. But I saw horrific shit at the beginning. She was drinking like crazy. She had this attitude. She was treating her friend like trash. Yeah, that was the old guy that she was with, right? And I was the new shiny object, so he was jealous. This is a crazy story, but when she learned that I don't drink, when she learned that I'm straight edge, when she learned the things that I like to do, she quit alcohol completely and just started becoming more like me. So I was like, wow, this is an angel sent from the heavens, right? Stupid, stupid, stupid. That's what I did. I didn't know any better. You guys don't know any better either. It's what you did. You gave it the benefit of the doubt. You had your best intentions. You thought this person had the best intentions for you. And you got suckered. I got suckered. We got scammed. That's the truth. It sucks to be scammed. It sucks to be scammed. But we did. What can we do about it? We learn. We move forward. We don't make the same mistakes again, because life will test us. Life will test us, okay, to see if we've learned from this challenge. And if we haven't, it's going to get worse. It's kind of like taking the narcissist back every time they pull a Hoover, and then they break your soul worse than the first time. Well, it's because you didn't learn your lesson. So God or the universe is like, okay, let's see if you figure it out this time. They're going to come right back. They're going to tell you the same BS. They're going to get you into bed, and you're going to forgive them. And then they're going to screw you, like literally or figuratively. Or both, right? And then you're going to be in a world of hell, a familiar hell, a hell that you've been in quite too many times with this psycho, with this narcissist, right? So make sure you learn, you educate yourself on this shit, because these people do not change as we hope they would. They don't. Trust me, they don't. And in my own experience, it's just the same shit, the stories that I hear, the survivors I work with on my coaching program, it's the same patterns, the same stories. Just the names and the faces have changed. It's incredible. It's incredible. So many people come to me and they're like, Kira, I'm sure you've heard it all, but wait till you hear my story. This is gonna blow you away. And I'm like, really? I've heard it all before. It doesn't surprise me. They follow a pattern, like if they all went to the same school in hell and Lucifer was the head instructor. It's just incredible. But yeah, thanks for the email. It really made me laugh. I hope it didn't offend the Apple supporters in this community. I really don't give a fuck what phone you use. It's just all fun and games and banter on a Saturday morning. Just don't be a sheep. Don't be an iPhone sheep. Just wait till it comes down in price, test it out, and see if it actually fits your lifestyle. Because believe me, these companies are nickel and diming us, and they're just taking away features and raising the price. So anyway, there I go again on my rant. I'm gonna cut this video right now before I point out some other things. But thanks for watching. I hope you got some sort of value or a chuckle. like I did on this video. Hope you're having an amazing day. Have a great weekend. Be safe. 4th of July, if you're in America, be safe this weekend. Have a great time. Family, barbecue, do your thing. If you'd like to work with me on my coaching program, shoot me an email or click the link below for more details. And subscribe if it's your first time in the channel, and if you managed to stay throughout the entire video and through my Apple Android rants, I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you can get notified when I drop another video like this. And that's it for now. My name is Kita. This is Psychopath Exposure. Thanks for watching. I hope to read some of your comments below on what you think about the Apple iPhone or about narcissist abuse. One of those two, it works. I love you guys. Take care. I'm going to go now because I'm still ranting. Okay, bye.